Hi guys, I would like to wish you the best of luck in your life. Today, our new selection is called There Will Come Soft Trains on page 130. There Will Come Soft Trains is a science fiction written by Ray Bradbury. The main concept of this selection is technology. You know that technology has improved the quality of everyday life. And you know that technology is seen as positive, especially for quickly and easily sharing information. Other ways technology is seen to have a positive effect on society include increased knowledge and understanding, improvements in industry and jobs. But the author here has a different opinion. The author is against technology. He thinks that technology has a negative impact on people. Okay, so in his story, he will show the negative effect of technology on humans' life. Okay, now the author here uses a future. Okay, he uses machines, okay, to introduce his idea that technology has a negative impact on a human's life. So you have to know that the main character or protagonist, and you know the meaning of protagonist, guys. You have to know that we are going to focus on two words, a protagonist and antagonist. You know that a protagonist means the main character. Who is the protagonist or the main character of the story? Automated House. So the character or the main character of our story is not a human, is an automated house because the author wants to deliver the message of the negative impact of technology on people. Okay, so focus on the question here: is technology taking over? Which technological inventions have improved the quality of our day? Which ones have had a negative impact? So, in There Will Come Soft Trains, you'll read about the effects of technology on one particular home. So, because of that, the main character of our story is Automated House. Okay, now chronological order. You have to know the author uses, okay, one pattern of organization called a chronological order. A chronological order means the sequence in which events occur. So when I ask you in the exam, what's the pattern of organization the author used in his story? A chronological order. A chronological order means the author, okay, organizes the events of the story depending on time. Okay, for example, at 6 o'clock happens 1 to 3, at 8 o'clock happens 1 to 3, at 9 o'clock. So, this organization called a chronological order. So, you have to know that when I ask you in the test how the author organizes the events of the story, you have to say chronological order, okay, which means an author presenting the ideas in order, okay. Now, if any author wants to use the chronological order, number one, the author should use words that identify time like this one, or you can use, or the author can use words that signal order like before, after, or breaks in the chronological flows using flashback, returning to past. Okay, so these are the three ways, okay, in which authors use to make a chronological order. So chronological order, presenting ideas depending on time. The author in this essay uses words that identify time. So the author here uses time like 6 o'clock, 1 to 3, today, tomorrow. Okay, so the author, it presents his ideas by using a chronological order. Okay, let's move to the main vocabulary in context. Okay, now let's start with the first word here. The first word we have here is silhouette. Silhouette means an outline that appears dark against the light. Let's say another way, shadow. Okay, silhouette is an outline that appears dark against a light background, or let's say shadow. The second word we have paranoia, which means fear of danger. Fear of danger. For example, your increasing paranoia is making you a nervous wreck. Okay. the silhouette of oak, the silhouette of the girl, the shadow of the girl. Let's move to number three, manipulate, which means to move or to operate. To manipulate a puppet properly requires practice. Tremulous, which means trembling or unsteady. Oblivious, which means paying no attention. Sublime, which means supreme or outstand, or let's say outstanding. This is a sublime piece of cheesecake. So these are the main vocabulary you have to focus on. Let's move to the next page. Look at the photo here. The photo shows an automated house because I told you that the main character of our story is the automated house. Okay, so the author uses future to express the negative impact of technology on human lives, and he believes that nature, okay, is more powerful than technology. So because of that, he uses the title "There Will Come Soft Trains," and at the end of the story, we will know the significance of the title or the symbol of the title at the end of the story. We are going to know the main connection between the soft trains and technology. Now move to background, and you have to focus here on the highlighted words. With the spread of electricity, you know that families enjoyed appliances in their homes. You know that because of electricity, all people use appliances. You know the meaning of appliances, like machines, like washing machine, fridge, toaster, for example, vacuum. These are examples of appliances in homes, like vacuum cleaner, toaster. And you know that people enjoy, okay, using these appliances because they free them of difficult tasks, okay. The author here created utopias or ideal words. So he created the ideal word by using future machines, okay, to introduce the challenge or the negative impact of technology on societies. Okay, so again and again, the main character of our story is the automated house. So if the house, or let's say the house is modern, so it has many inventions. So here in this paragraph, I will list the main and the main inventions, okay, in the automated house. Look at the beginning of the story. In the living room, the voice clock. Highlight voice clock and write this is the first invention. What's the job of this invention? Time to get up, 7 o'clock. So in the living room, okay, the first invention is voice clock, and the main task or the chore of voice clock is to awake people. Okay, so the voice clock talks and repeats the same statement to get up. Okay, and you know that the sound of the voice clock is tick tock. And here is a figure of speech onomatopoeia. So right here, guys, that the figure of speech is onomatopoeia. You know that onomatopoeia is a figure of speech that shows sounds. If you have any sound word, so the figure of speech is onomatopoeia. So right above TikTok, onomatopoeia is the figure of speech, okay? The second invention here is the breakfast stove. Okay, so right, the breakfast stove is the second invention in the kitchen. Gave a hissing soy. Hissing soy, you know that hissing is a sound. So right here again, that hissing soy is or it shows onomatopoeia. Plus we have personification. So again, in the kitchen, the breakfast stove gave a hissing soy. This statement shows two figures of speech. Number one, personification, okay, because the author here personifies the stove as a human who gave a hissing soy. Number two, onomatopoeia, because hissing is a sound. So the second invention, breakfast stove. A breakfast stove make the breakfast. This is the only task. Let's move to the tasks or the chores of the breakfast stove, making eggs, bacon, coffee, glasses of milk. Let's move to the third invention here, kitchen ceiling. Okay, you know that kitchen ceiling, okay, the main task of kitchen ceiling is to tell or to repeat the date. In the city of California, okay, it repeated the date 3 times for memory tasks, okay? Allendale, in the city of Allendale, California, okay? It repeated the date. So, these are the main inventions, okay? Let's move to the next page. Now, highlight these paragraphs. 8 to 1 tick tock, 8 to 1 clock, off school, off to work, run 8 to 1, but no doors slammed, no doors moved. So focus here on this note that every machine works, but no answers. Nobody is home, so there is something weird here. But no door slammed, no carpets tuck the soft tread of rubber heels. It was raining outside. See here we have another figure of speech personification. No carpets tuck the soft tread of rubber heels. This is a personification. It was raining outside. The weather box. This is the invention number 4. The weather box. So weather box is an invention number 4. Okay. The weather box here says rain, rain, go away. Robert's raincoat for today, and the rain tapped on the empty house. So here, I want you to write this note for inventions. Okay, voice clock to get up the family, breakfast to make the typical breakfast, kitchen ceiling repeats the date, the weather box to tell you how the weather looks like and what clothes you have to wear. So these are the main 4 inventions in the automated house, and the automated house is the main character. Focus here that nobody answers. There's something happened in this house. Outside the garage, chimed and lifted its door to reveal the waiting car. After a long wait, the doors swung down again. These two statements are the answer of this question. Which story details suggest that this is an unusual day for the family? These statements. These statements show that there is an unusual day for this family. Okay? An 80-30, the eggs were shriveled or withered, and the toast was like stone. Here we have simile. The author compared the toast to stone. So, guys, there's something bad happened to this family because the eggs were melted, let's say, or withered, and nobody at home. Now, let's move to these lines. 10 o'clock, the sun came out from behind the train. The house stood alone in a city of rubble and ashes. This statement shows that the house turned into ashes and rubble. It means that an explosion or a blast happened in the house. So, this was the only house. Okay, so this statement shows that this house was burned. How? Because of the house turned to rubble and ashes. So it means that everybody died in the house, and the machines keep working alone without any order. Look at these lines and highlight them. Where the house had been burned free of its evenly free of its white paint, the interior was the interior west face of the house was black. So the house was black. It means that the house turned into ash. Save for 5 places. Here the silhouette or the shadows in paint of a man mowing a lawn. Now focus on the word silhouette. I told you that silhouette means shadow. Okay, so there are 4 silhouettes on the black house. The first silhouette or the first shadow, man mowing of a lawn. The second one, a woman meant to pick flowers. Their images burned on wood. Okay, a small boy, a thrown ball, a girl hands raised to catch the ball, which never came down. I want you to look at this photo. This photo shows the silhouette of the family. This is the man mowing, the woman picking up flowers, thrown ball, boy, and the girl. And the automated house was burned, was destroyed by a blast.